and welcome back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. Now, y'all aren't used to a cowboy eating plant-based items, are y'all? Well, here I am, me and only me, trying plant-based goods. So, I can't even pronounce. I don't know if it's Miiro or Miiro. It's M-I-I-R-O. It is a plant-based sweets company, and they sent me 2 chocolate bars, syrup, peanut butter cups, and 2 things of chocolate chips. I really wanted to cook something with all this, and I may at some point, but unfortunately, I'm just crunched for time. I've got so much to do, so many snacks to try, a life to live, that we're just going to have to try these things straight up, tell you what I think, and kind of give you an opinion. So, yeah, I'm excited. This is definitely very fun to do because, you know, there's a lot of people who are vegan out there that love their sweets, love their chocolate, and love their baking goods and stuff. So I think this is a very good opportunity for you guys to learn about a company that's out there that you may not have known. Now, I think I've heard about them. I think I've seen them in the store, but I could be incorrect in my notions. But again, M-I-I-R-O. They've got a social media presence. MIIRO_plant-based is their handle for many of their platforms. So Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And then they're on Pinterest just as Miiro or Miiro, M-I-I-R-O. So, and you can also contact them through email, hey@Miiro.co. So, yeah, non-GMO, vegan, and keto. Very interesting stuff. So, I don't want to hold y'all off too long. I want to go through these things, though. I'm holding on to what I can here. I think I'm going to be able to get everything. Look at this. All right. I just don't want my fingers in the way, you know. I want it to look good. All right, that's good enough, right? We're going to go through everything. We're going to show it all off. So, don't you worry. This is just for the thumbnail. So, yeah, where do we start? Where do we start? You know, I'm going to start with the more impractical of this package, the elephant in the room here, and that is maple flavored syrup. So, very interesting. Good look at that. Again, I really appreciate this package, guys, even though I'm not the greatest at pronunciations, and oftentimes I even pronounce that as pronunciations. Of course, how are you going to have a word that's rooted from pronounce and make it pronounce? Like, what? What is our English language, friends? You know, I can't even open this. I'm having a hard time, but you know. Anyways, I'm about to get my hands sticky. Should I say this for the last? I don't know. But this is kind of part of why I really wanted to cook something. Not necessarily like a pancake, but maybe actual legit cake that I could drizzle this on. But, you know, just so you see, oh, I just made a mess. Good thing it's a placemat. Ooh, this is not super thick. It's, you know, it's more liquidy, which is interesting. And it's quite good. I like that because it's not, you're not going to have much of a mess to clean up. I'm not feeling anything sticky. My hands are not, well, there's a little bit of sticky, but it's not as sticky. That's interesting. That's vibing with me really well. Like, with cleanups and everything, that's not going to be such a challenge now with this. You know, I was thinking like the consistency of honey or something here. I like that, and it's got good flavor. No added sugar. So it does have sugar, I would say, but they're not adding anything that's unnecessary. So you get more of a natural flavor. Maybe not as not as bold in the maple department as usual maple syrup, but I like that. I think it works well. I think you're going to enjoy it on your pancakes. And, of course, you're living a healthy lifestyle with it. So, I give it an 8 out of 10. So, where are we going next? Let's keep it messy. My hand is a little sticky. So we've got Powerhouse peanut butter baking chips, and we've got ridiculously delicious dark chocolate baking chips. So look at each one. We'll start with peanut butter. Okay. Ooh. Quite like a robust flavor. Like, it's kind of roasted. It tastes more like roasted peanuts than peanut butter, which I like that. I like that about this because, you know, if you throw this into like a cookie or something, you know, it's hard to kind of involve peanuts in a cookie. Unless you're putting icing and putting them on top. If you're making more of a simple cookie, putting these peanut butter chips in there, it's like eating roasted peanuts. I like how unique that is. Like a lot of times you're gonna get your standard peanut butter chip, but you just really have like a roasted peanut vibe to them. It's not overly sugary. Where's the sugars? Oh, it doesn't look like there's any sugar in there at all. So I guess that's kind of why I'm getting that is, you know, 0 sugar per serving. Yep. There might be a little bit of sugar, but for the most part, it's not super present. So again, this is kind of, you know, I didn't read much into this company, but I know that they are more on the healthier lifestyle of, you know, enjoying yourself, enjoying chocolate, enjoying dessert. So I really like this. I think it's really cool. So we're moving on to dark chocolate. Now this, you know, I would hope I get a little bit of sweet. It does have a little bit more sugar. It says 1 gram per serving, and that makes sense. You know, dark chocolate can be overly bitter. It can be overwhelming at times. So some people like it really dark, but I like to have a little bit of sweet. So let's try this out. Oh, for those peanut butter chips, I like how unique they are. Could be a little sweeter. I give them a 9 out of 10. Ooh. That sugar's going a long way. Quite good. Quite good. It's got your natural dark bitter flavor, but it's got a sweet punch as well. I think these are vegan. They are. And non-GMO. Less than a teaspoon of sugar in the whole bag. But they still deliver a nice punch. This reminds me, you know, I don't buy a lot of, you know, dark chocolate chips. But this really does remind me, the last time I bought them from Nestle, they're not far off. They really aren't. They have a nice consistency. And I think they would really mix well with those peanut butter chips. I think it would be a really nice divine cookie. Maybe I would add some more sugar to the base when I'm making the cookies. Because I'm not all about the healthy lifestyle. But I like those. They have a nice flavor. So for what they are, you know, they're simple. They're laid back. I was thinking maybe 10, but I'm going to give them an 8. Just because they meet the standard and they're truly good. But they're not making me go, wow. I think what really intrigued me about those peanut butter chips is that they were so different. While the dark chocolate kind of mixes in well. So let's move on to the peanut butter cups. These are, you have 5 servings per container. 1 cup is a serving. It's 90 calories. So there's 5 cups in here. I didn't know that. Oh, and they're not even, so they're not wrapped. Intriguing. I've always had a love-hate relationship with anything that's different than Reese's. Reese's has their own unique peanut butter flavor. So you're never gonna mimic them unless you really try hard to like mix a bunch of different sugars and salt into the peanut butter that's inside the cup. But, you know, I always enjoy peanut butter cup. I'm a big Buckeye fan. I love, not the team, but the Buckeye chocolate. Big fan of that. So, you know, I don't mind having a more realistic peanut butter filling. So, again, you've got the fact that it's vegan, it's keto, and non-GMO. And I'm very intrigued. So this is more of a snack. I mean, you could bake with it, make cupcakes and put them on the bottom. But, you know, I think this is more of a wholesome snack. One more thing I was trying to figure out is how much sugar. And still no sugar, but still 90 calories, mostly from, I guess, the peanut butter. And whatever goes into this chocolate, I guess, makes it a little bit fatty. But a lot of fiber, good amount of carbs, not too many, but let's try it. I can definitely taste the difference in the chocolate. I don't know what they use. I don't know if it's like oat milk. What ingredients would tell me. They use a root fiber. I'm perplexed by this. Like, I'm enjoying it. Maybe not as much as the other items I had prior to this. But nonetheless, I am enjoying it. And it's different. Mostly, I just taste a slightly sweet confection here, rather than, and there's no salt. There's no saltiness to this. So it's not like a Reese's. But it's not like your ordinary peanut butter cup, where the peanut butter is kind of, you know, its own little savory thing. You know, the big thing is the peanut butter I taste is sweet. Most of the time, the peanut butter we get from non-Reese's is just savory. So it's a very different change up that I'm enjoying here. But still, of course, different than Reese's, but different from others. So I would say I'm going to give it a 7. I think it could have been a little bolder, but I like it. So moving on to the last items. It's chocolate bars. And this one I'm not as excited about. I'm not a big white chocolate fan. So we got I guess it's pronounced Miiro, because this says white with 2 eyes. So I guess it's Miiro. So anyways, deviously delicious chocolate bar with, white chocolate bar with crispy almond pieces. So, oh, nice little plastic wrapping. How many calories is it? Oh, 140. And, oh, 3 servings. That's a lot of calories, folks. A lot of calories. But it's a lot of beneficial calories. That's something to keep in mind. A lot of this stuff is kind of beneficial to you. So, I won't be eating much of this, but we're going to get a nice sample size. Because, I mean, I'm kind of starting to feel groggy now. I'm filled up, which is good. That's good. That this is actually kind of filling me up. You know, a lot of times, this stuff isn't the type of stuff that fills you up. So, anyways. What I will note, and I don't know if you saw this, the white chocolate seems as though it's been caramelized. It's interesting. It's remember the Hershey Gold Bowl bars that got quietly discontinued, which was no surprise to me. It's like that, but you give it, it's got sweetness to it, because those really didn't have much of a sweetness to them. They were more pitched on the savoriness. And then it's got a little bit of almond crunch. I'm not the hugest fan of it. I think it is nice and unique. And, you know, some people will actually really enjoy this. I think it's probably best used for baking. I think you could kind of melt it and do something really interesting with it. Maybe add a pinch of salt. But for me, I would probably give it like a 6. I have high expectations for this chocolate bar here. It has peanut butter and chocolate mixed together. So probably not going too far off from where we were with the peanut butter cup. But again, here we are to try it before I guess we buy it. I don't know. But yeah, just check out their social media. They should have a website. You can find them on Instagram, Miiro_plant-based. But I don't see where the website is. So if there's any website, I will include that in my link. So interestingly enough, it's not filled with peanut butter. It's more like a chocolate peanut butter mix inside the bar, which is interesting because you don't see any peanut butter coloring. But I think that kind of shows that it's a naturally made bar. And they put some really hard work into this. So let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I'm very perplexed by that. The first bite, you kind of, before you even bite down, you got that peanut butter kind of whiffing up in there. And it is undoubtedly chocolate peanut butter. And, you know, it's still lingering. It's as if I took some peanut butter and ate it. Very, very intriguing item. I'm kind of shook to my core on that. And it does kind of, it's similar to the peanut butter cup. But I'm just amazed by that, the way it's all put together in one bar, that I'm just going to go ahead and give it a 7.5. Just bump it up over the peanut butter cup, just because of its intrigue. So yeah, thank you to Miiro. Very fun review. I hope a lot of people, you know, tuned in. Don't know what to expect because smaller companies, you know, they're harder to gain a niche for. So, you know, I hope a good amount of my followers looked at this, said, oh, wow, that's a really cool line of products that I would love to, like, look into. And I hope this video kind of educated you on this. And I know it was a longer one, but I wanted to do my due diligence. I have 6 unique items here that I wanted to look at, study, and kind of portray to you while trying them. So if I went on a little long, I apologize, but I did my best to kind of do everything I felt was required of me. So anyways, that is my review. I'm sticking to it, and I will see y'all around.